G'day, Adrian here for Wollongong TV. Today I'm here with Marty Haynes from i98 FM. Welcome, Marty.
Thanks, Adrian. Yeah.
It's good to have you here. Obviously today we're talking about the Camp Quality Convoy 2013. Can you tell us, excited about this year?
Yeah, it's always an exciting time. It's a long process. It takes us 12 months, like once convoy is over, in that third Sunday of November. Of course, this year it's the 17th of November. We go into meetings on the Wednesday, and then we start organising and getting everything into place for the following 12 months, because it's there's so much behind the scenes that needs to be done, and then eventually when we get closer to the day, we start to rally the community, because we have to do logistic planning, we have to do DAs, there's a lot behind the scenes, and we've got a committee of 22 people that are very committed, whether they're, we've got the head of the Higher Patrol in both Lake Illawarra and Wollongong, and one of the head guys from RMS, and then Curtis from Dialtone Logistics, whose daughter had cancer. He does all the logistics side. Norm Reese from Norm Reese Security is a big part of our day, and then some of our big trucking guys are part of our committee, and then also the team from i98, who the girls in that office work tirelessly, very long hours in the lead up to convoy. So we're excited. Everything's done for us now, and just over the next week we lead into that big day on Sunday, and hopefully we can raise a bit of money for those kids and their families.
Wonderful. So Sunday the 17th of November is when it's on. Can you just tell us, for those out there that are not quite sure, because this is the 9th year?
We're into the 9th year,
So who does it benefit? How does this help the community? Obviously we're talking about kids with cancer, their families. How does this help the families?
Well, it costs about, we've got over 200, probably 220 kids that are affected that we know of. Like anything, those that have got a child with cancer have to go to Camp Quality. Camp Quality can't approach the families. But we've got about 220 on our books. But then with us raising this sort of money like we did last year, we saw $1 million. Over 8 years, it's been 3.2 million. We've been able to open that up a little bit to take their siblings away, because when a child has cancer, the focus goes on those on the kids, and the siblings miss out a little bit. But with Camp Quality, what we can do is take them away on camps. They can go away for 3 or 4 days, and we do a camp every 2 weeks where we take them away, and the families can go away, and we just have a lot of fun. And it's not just the camps that we also look after, paying bills, medical bills, getting them transportation into Sydney hospitals, because we don't have the facilities here on the south coast in Wollongong or further down, so they have to go into Sydney to get the best care. And also, the daunting thing is, and the sad thing is, that 30% of those kids won't make it, and that's just how it is. And so we want to try and make their journey a little bit better, and that's why we do it. And that's the thing is, with say 220 kids, it costs about $5,000 per year to really look after each child. And when you add that up, you're already up around the $800, $900, $1 million mark. So that's just here in Wollongong and the south coast. So us raising money does help those. Also, when a child goes into hospital, we now have to pay for play therapists. And what a play therapist does, the child doesn't know what they'll experience the first time they go in when they've been diagnosed with cancer. The second time they go in, they know, and they are petrified, because they know they're going to be jabbed with needles. It's going to be a very daunting experience with chemo. They're going to be sick, and so with us employing these play therapists, they make that journey a little bit easier. So to do that, it costs a lot of money, and that's why we do that, and that's why everyone's so passionate about seeing the money that we raise. It stays here in Wollongong. So it's a great cause, and I think the community here in Wollongong certainly got behind it, and now we're starting to do it across the nation. We've done Townsville recently, Bega was the other weekend, Melbourne are linking in with us next year, Canberra do it. So it's hopefully we can go in all the capitals, all the states I should say, across the country, and help these kids, because it's a non-funding, it's no government funding. We've got to raise the money ourselves.
Marty, it's a wonderful cause, and I think, as a parent, I couldn't honestly imagine what the kids will be going through, and the parents of the children that are going through. So it's obviously affecting a lot of lives. Tell me, over the last few years, I guess, is there any special moments, any moments that have really sort of taken you back a little bit, whether it be a support or a family, or can you remember anything like that?
Oh, I think there's one in particular, a little girl called Amber, and her dad's a truckie. And years gone by, when we first started it back in 2005 here in Wollongong, I started the one in Canberra back in '97 when I met a little boy called Ryan Scanes, and he was told he had cancer of the nervous system, and he was told he wouldn't make 7. I met him about 3.5, 4. And I've just built this beautiful relationship with him. My wife and I, we didn't have kids at that stage. Yeah. And to see what he went through was a real reality check. Well, he died a week after his 7th birthday. So he did hit 7. He proved his doctors wrong. Yeah. But with his legacy, it's sort of like lived on. And you look at some of these kids, particularly Amber, and her dad, as I said, was a truckie, and then driving a truck for other families, and then he gets hit with the news that his daughter has it. And I've just seen that family, how they've really rallied together to support her, and she has she went into remission there for a little while, but the cancer's come back, and now they've got a fight on their hands, and I don't think any parent would want to walk in their shoes. And I think with this particular day, when they drive down, and last year the guys from MJ Rolls gave them a truck, it was a great, and I watched that where Mick wasn't able to use a truck that with the company he was with, and he rang me, and I said, I'll get one through Craig Duran, who's part of our committee, who owns MJ Rolls. And Craig said, yeah, and gave him an old truck on the Friday, but on the Saturday rang him and said, can I have that old truck back? And when he drove in to the yard, he's thinking, why am I bringing this old truck back? Yeah. And there was a brand new tipper with Convoy written all over it, which you see drive around the streets of the Illawarra these days, and just to see that camaraderie, and it's special, and I think that's why we live in a great place. And this year, Amber's really struggling, and that's why you do it. You do it for the likes of her and her family. They look forward to that day. They look forward when they roll down Mount Ousley and they see all those people on the streets and waving flags. And I think last year was a little bit, the difference I found was more people on the street, but they were clapping. Yeah. And I hadn't seen that. You occasionally see a clap, but a lot more people were clapping, and clapping the bikes, the trucks, and everyone that has rallied together to come as one. And I just think it's special. We live in a great place. That's why it's such a huge success here, and we can actually see it evolving and starting to move in other parts of Australia. So hopefully, it'll go right around the country. But ultimate goal would be do it all in the one day. All around the country, you all have Convoy on the 17th of November. Yeah. But it's a special thing, and it really works in this town.
So what's so special about Wollongong when it comes to Convoy? Because from an outside point of view, I look at it, you want to get involved in it. Even if you're not sure about what it's all about, like you said, you see the kids on the side of the street, everyone gets in it. When you announce the trucks and the convoy on the morning of the show, it's exciting. I sort of don't want to go to work until it's all finished, So is that just Wollongong thing, or what's your experience there?
It's the people that run the convoy in Sydney only asked 2 or 3 years ago, why is Wollongong so strong? And I said, well, one, it's a multicultural city, and we're very family based here in Wollongong. You notice that all different cultures, and we're very passionate about our families. And I think this particular thing that we're doing here works, and we take it to the streets. We're in Sydney, they're on the freeways. So people can't sit out the front of their house and have a barbecue and watch those bikes and trucks roll through, on that Sunday. And that's why I think it works here. It works here because I think we just like to get in and help, and we're able to do it. And I suppose with what I do and Bianca and myself on the radio station on i98, we can be a voice and we can help, and that's why I think it does help to push the message out there and get everyone rallying behind it.
Wonderful. All right, so with all our listeners out there, how do they get behind this, support such a wonderful cause? What do they do?
Well, you can jump onto our website, i98.com.au, and click to the link, the Camp Quality link. But Wednesday between 8 and 9 on our radio, on our program on i98, we do the lead bike. That's the first time we've done that, because a few people that ride the bike say, oh, you always do the lead truck. Why can't we do a lead bike? So we've worked out how to do it. It's going to be you and 9 mates to lead, and it'll be split up between 2 police vehicles, and then that'll be done on Wednesday. And then on Thursday we're doing it on Thursday this year. Normally we do it Friday, but we need a bit of an extra day to get around to and get it all organised. But between 11 and 12 on the radio station, we do the lead bid for truck. I mean, times are tough in the town, and we know that, and I think a few will probably pull back a little bit this year, but they'll ramp it up for next year, being the 10th year.
Yep.
But it doesn't matter whether you're donating $30 and registering and getting a shirt, to a $5 flag or a $2 sticker, convoy sticker. It all is getting together as one and pooling together and making the money. So, or you head to 60 Cooner Street in Albion Park Rail. That's where Camp Quality's head office is here in Wollongong, and go down there and donate a bit of money. It's tax deductible, and hopefully we can get some good coin for that lead bike. I think there's a few a few businessmen and women out there that have love riding their Harleys, and to lead it this year would be just great.
Good on you. All right, so get on there, get on the website, make your donations, get on the streets, support everyone for a wonderful, wonderful cause. Marty, thanks so much for joining us on the show.
Thanks for
giving us.
It's
been an absolute pleasure.
Thanks for giving us the opportunity to speak. It's a great cause, and we thank the community for what you've done.
Wonderful. There you have it. I'm Adrian for Wollongong TV. See you on the next show.